So I thought it would be fun to do a special Halloween shopping haul video featuring items only from Etsy. So jumping right in, this hand soap is from the Revival Market Soap Company on Etsy. I really like the bottle design that they chose with this brown plastic. It just looks kind of rustic and vintage, and the design on their label is nice and sleek. Hayride is one of 4 scents that I decided to try. It has kind of an apple scent to it. Another scent that I got was Orchard. This one is also an apple scent, but they are different from each other. And I can't remember exactly what the scent notes are that are in these, so if you are curious, I welcome you to check that out. I will have all of these products linked in the video description with a little bit of more information of each of these Etsy shops. But I got both of these. I also got Aspen and Pumpkin Chai, and all 4 of those hand soaps smell really good. One thing I briefly wanted to mention is that they are a lightly scented hand soap, so I would say you can smell the hand soap while you're using it, but there isn't an excess of scent on your hands after you are done. So that is something that I kind of like about this hand soap. And also, they do sell large refill bottles. So as you can see, I got a refill bottle of the Pumpkin Chai because I really, really do like the scent, and it, I would say more than pumpkin, it kind of smells like a gift shop rustic potpourri, but not in like a floral way. So I really, really like this scent. So I did buy the bottle, and then I bought this large refill bottle. So feel free to check out their shop. They have a lot of fun scents for Christmas, for fall, and just other seasons as well. So from a different Etsy shop, I got this adorable pumpkin candle. It's soy wax, and it is a 9 ounce, and it says it has a 72-hour burn time. And the scent that I chose was pumpkin pie spice. So very, very cute, great scent of a candle. And so I am really excited to burn this one. From the same shop, I got these pumpkin scented wax melts, and they're actually pretty cute. So this is kind of how they have them packaged. So these actually smell the same as this candle, I think. So I'm pretty sure it's the same scent. But yes, it comes with 9 of those wax melts and is in this cute little box, which would be perfect for ordering as a gift for somebody. So yes, both of those items are from the same Etsy shop, which I will have linked in the description below. And also on the wax melt side of things, so this is from a different shop. So this is Pumpkin Souffle Scented Wax Melt Brittle. And so you get a container of these. I would say one of these is probably would be enough to put in a wax melter at a time. But they also coat it with a little bit of glitter, which kind of adds and makes it a little bit more decorative. And again, something that would be perfect for a fall gift for somebody. From the same shop, they had these. So we have Hocus Pocus scented wax melt crumble and Friendly Ghost wax melt crumble. So you can use one of the little spoons that they have attached and then scoop a little bit out and put into your wax warmer. So you can kind of use as much or as little as you want. As you can see, the Friendly Ghost has a dusting of glitter in it too, just for adding for a little decorative value. But again, both of these would be just wonderful spooky gifts for friends and family. So yes, again, I'll have that shop and these items linked below. And last on the scented items are these two cute candles that I got. So we have Stars Hollow, which is coffee, apple cider donuts, and cozy days is how they describe the scent of this one. But I would say it is just a very, very good fall apple scent. And this one has a wooden wick. I could not wait I had to try something that I bought. So I did try burning this one and it burned well. This one has a wood wick in it. The other one, I believe, just has a regular wick. Yes, and a cute little pumpkin accent, actually. But this one is more of kind of like a, let's see, what does it say? Spiced latte, pumpkin cream, and books is how they describe the scent. But it's interesting, but I think it smells really, really good. And I can't wait to light this one. So after this video, I feel like I am free to start enjoying all of these fun things that I've picked out. But yes, scent throw wise, this is the only candle, like anything that I have tried of the stuff that I'm showing today. And the scent throw on this scented so well. I had this burning in our dining room and I could smell it all the way on the second floor. So it is a heavily scented candle, which is great. So yes, those are two candles from the same shop and they just both smell really good. So another thing that I found was this adorable black cat with a pumpkin nightlight. So this is from another Etsy shop. It's, you know, one of those kind of window decorations, but they made it into a nightlight. So when you plug this in, of course, the light bulb lights up and so does this design. The black of the cat doesn't light up, but his eyes do, which is so cute. So I will make sure to make a clip of that so I can show you and have you see that. But very, 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 very cute. And it's a decent sized nightlight, so just to note. But I love it, cannot wait to put this somewhere. So this is something cute and fun that I found. It is a, I believe, made out of paper mache or paper clay, black cat with a party hat luminary. So there's an opening on the bottom to put a flameless tea light in, and they actually sent one with it. So I don't know if it'll show, but his eyes and mouth light up. So absolutely adorable. So the eyes and the mouth are like a vellum paper inside. And then the rest of it is just kind of, I believe, paper clay, and some other materials have some of this papery fringe and the little kind of sparkly fringe topper there, but so cute. Very well made, so I'm happy with this, and I know they have others similar on their website, so or in their Etsy shop, I should say. So I will have that again linked in the video description below. Next up, we have some spooky prints from this interesting artist that I found on Etsy. So the art prints that they have are very whimsical and just very, very unique. So these are actually greeting cards, which you could technically frame if you like. But I picked this one out for my mother-in-law for Halloween this upcoming Halloween, because she loves rabbits, and the rabbit on a broomstick, how cute is that? And so the next one that I picked out was this owl, which most likely is going to my grandma because she loves owls, as do I. So had to get that one. And then how hilariously random but awesome is this? I mean, who would have ever thought to make a witch bumblebee with a broomstick on a hummingbird? So, like I said, very, very creative, these images that this person was coming up with. So, just very, very unique and fun. And here's another one. So this one I thought was really, really cool. And I actually picked it out and bought the full-sized art print version of this image. So I have the card here, but I also got the full art image and put it in a fun frame that I think is going to go above the desk in our entryway. But we have some bats that are up above, which is kind of carrying this cat that's in a witch's hat. And then below is a cornfield, but what I love is all the detail of these little tiny mice mixed into the corn. So such a fun, cute, just awesome image. So all of these are really fun, and this is just a few of the things that they have in their Etsy shop. So again, definitely check them out if you're looking for some interesting Halloween art prints or greeting cards. So another thing that I got was this hooded sweatshirt. So it says Halloween Town across the top and has this fun image below. So this is kind of a beige colored shirt. I chose this tan. So yeah, that will be a fun sweatshirt to wear once the kind of cooler season is here. And a t-shirt. So this is another one that I picked out. This is from a different shop, but it's kind of a grayish, almost like a washed gray fabric. And then it has a lot of these vintagey graphics across it. So I thought this was a really cool t-shirt too. So this next one I thought was so cool. If any of you have done any fall baking with those Halloween cookies that they have available in the fall, you may recognize this design. I thought this was so cute. I found this from an Etsy shop, and I believe they make the other cookies too. Like I think there's a ghost one and a cat one, but the pumpkin to me is such a classic. I think they use a punch needle to make this design, so it's a bunch of loops of yarn, and the pillow itself is very soft, but it is firm because of how this, I think, has to be made. I think it has to be firm because on the other side of whatever material that they're using the punch needle in, I believe they have to put a film of something to make it so that the design stays and doesn't come apart. So many places a person can have this: on a chair, a couch, a bench, a bed, just kind of anywhere around the house. But I thought it was amazing, hilarious, and just wonderful. So yes, I will have the shop that makes these fun pillows linked below. So switching gears, I thought it'd be fun to show you some of the Halloween items that I've been working on. So the very first one is this Halloween screen. This is based off of the design from my Halloween lanterns from my Halloween home tour video from last year. So I kind of reworked the graphics into a 3-panel screen. This is kind of a yellow vellum, an orangey yellow vellum with black cardstock that's cut out to make the design. So you definitely don't want anything that would get too hot next to this. So lights that don't get hot, or flameless LED tea lights, or things like that would be perfect for illuminating this fun little screen. And I did make 2, but I decided to keep one for myself because I loved it so much, and I am not sure if I'm going to make more of these because they were a job to make. So we will see. But currently there's just this one available on my website. So this one I had made 3 of, and there is one left on my website, and it is a Halloween tree topper. So I reworked a vintage Halloween image and made it so that I could kind of separate and cut out this to make it pop out a little bit there. And then I put some of this sparkly trim on it around the outside as well. And I don't know, just kind of a fun way to reuse, I believe, what was an old placemat graphic. So yes, and it comes with these wire stems, which would be how you'd kind of wrap around the top stem of your Halloween tree. So that is available on my website as well. And there's so much stuff in the basement that I've made, but I'm just bringing up a few things to show because there's just too much to bring up. But this is another thing that I decorated. So this is a black metal bucket, and I added some kind of rusty dry brushing just to give it some vintagey texture. And then we have this cool Halloween graphic, reproduction graphic on the front with some sparkly trim, some papery trim around the top, and my brand label on the bottom. So that is what this looks like. So there's a few different styles of this, and there's a larger version as well. But these would be great for floral picks or inserting any Halloween decorations poking out that you might have, whether it's actual antique Halloween noisemakers or some fun Halloween stems or wrapped Halloween candies. But yeah, that is one of the, I think, 4 buckets I have on my website currently. I also have some little displays, and I have some of these Halloween displays of all sizes on my website, but these are kind of the minis. So this one is like a pumpkin bucket with some reproduction imagery and a sparkly spider. So that is this one, and this one we have a rustic witch's broom and this pumpkin lantern vintage reproduction advertisement, which I thought was just so cool. I've seen these in antique shops, like the actual lanterns, and have kind of wanted them, but usually they are decently expensive, so I haven't gotten one yet, but maybe someday. But yes, these are some just fun little displays that could be set on shelves or in any real nook of your home and would make perfect and very fun Halloween gifts as well. And these 2 guys are new. So basically what I did is I took some antique Halloween postcard imagery and kind of fixed it, enhanced it, and then cut pieces out of it to create these fun little Halloween pumpkin people ornaments. So there's 2 different designs, as you can see here. This one, he's holding a candle, and then this one is holding kind of a wand with a star on top. But their faces are different, their main body shapes are different. So yes, so they are just pipe cleaner ornaments, and I have wire at the top for hanging. I decided to go with just subtle, thin wire so that it didn't distract from the design. But I have these 2 designs and multiple of each available on my website, which I'll have linked below. Also on my website is this adorable little pumpkin. So he is a clay figure star, and he's based off of a design that I made last year, but he is different. So last year's had stars in the eyes. This year we have little moons, And the coloring and the painting technique on him is slightly different as well. He has a little bit of felt on the bottom, and he is signed. So some of my items are signed, some are not. It just kind of depends, but on my website it'll say whether they are signed. But he is a fun, just little Halloween figure to set around and decorate with. And he is the only one of his design, but he is the one of only 2 of the clay figures left on my website that haven't sold yet. I had a few more, but the rest of them have sold. So these are the 2 that are currently left the moment as of right now when I'm making this video. But this is a ghost clay figure on top of a wooden box that I painted, and the box does open. So he has kind of a fringe around his neck and a glass bead underneath right there, and then just kind of a spooky, swirly painted design on the sides. So this is one of the larger displays that I've put together. It features a Bethany Lowe brand cat bucket, and to make the cat bucket a little more substantial, he's raised, and I've added some kind of spooky trims, another one of those spiders, and some reproduction Halloween graphics, and a sparkly, spooky Halloween tree towards the back. And then we also have this kind of embossed black cat kind of sticking out right here. On the front is a luminary screen, so I made it so that you could set a flameless, small, battery-operated tea light behind to illuminate it. So that would be something that you could do to make this have a glow to it if you like. And then the pieces in the top here are removable, so you could put a light in the top if you like as well to make the eyes and the mouth light up. But one thing I'll mention is the hole in the top here is on the smaller side, and I do not believe a flameless tea light would fit. So you probably use maybe battery operated wire lights or something like that to illuminate it instead. But yes, this also allows you the ability to kind of arrange the little pieces in there however you like, or if you prefer to only have 2 of them, you can. But yeah, that is a look at one of the larger displays. And this is another one. So I found this black cat ornament and thought it was just so cool, but it was something again that I wanted to make into more of a substantial decoration. And then I actually added the party hat on top too, just to give him a little more height, and just because I thought it looked nice with this cool little orange Halloween tree that's sticking out of a silver glitter pumpkin. And then on the front is a reproduction Halloween antique postcard image. So all of the stuff kind of, and we have this this fringe around that just has a very vintagey look, I think. And so all of this stuff kind of working together, I think, made a cute little Halloween display. Just kind of turn it around so you can see the rest of it. But yes, so this is the one. There's one of these available currently on my website. So I also have a few of these vintage reproduction Halloween postcard images in frames on my website. So this is a Joanna Parker Halloween decoration that I've kind of reimagined into a tiered treat stand. So this needs a little bit of description because of how it was made and why it was made. So the black cat portion here is from the Happy Cat candy bowl that I had ordered online, and unfortunately when I received it, it was broken. And instead of throwing out such a cool piece, I decided to restore it. So what I ended up doing was I glued what I could together and then reshaped and remade the pieces that were missing with some paper clay. And then I had to repaint portions of this to blend it out and make it back into finished decoration. So there is a lot of time and patience and love put into making this, because I love the Joanna Parker pieces, and I was just not liking the idea of it going in the garbage just because something was broken. And I also did add some of my own painting line details to this piece just to switch it up and make it a little bit different than how it actually was. And then I added this to this black metal stand, added the kind of spooky Halloween paper fringe inside and to the base here. But yes, so I did attach a tag just talking about the piece and giving credit to the parts that are Joanna Parker and talking about what I did to make this into its own reimagined piece. So that is what this little card right here is. And finally, we have copies of Mildred the Mouse's Halloween Adventure available on my website, signed. So that is really exciting. I've been trying to get signed copies on my site for a while, and finally, I was able to get them here so that I could have them signed and have them up on my site. But yes, Mildred the Mouse's Halloween Adventure, if you haven't heard of it before, is a Halloween children's storybook, and it's a soft cover with a nice matte finish. But it's a unique story that I think is not too spooky for kids, but just has just the right amount of mystery and fun mixed into the story. And it is incredibly cute. So I really hope that those who are purchasing copies love this story as much as I loved writing it. And so yeah, that is available on my website. And also to mention, if you go to my website and notice that the copies are sold out, this book is available unsigned on Amazon as well. So you still can get a copy there. I also have more copies of Thomas and Beatrix Percival available on my website as well. And for those who haven't heard of either of these, briefly, Thomas is a romantic ghost story. And it has kind of some drama in it, and it is, I would say, for mature readers because it does have some romantic scenes in the story. So I would definitely say this book is for mature readers. But Beatrix Percival is a story about a young woman who discovers she's a witch. And so it has some light romance in it, but mostly it's kind of adventure, mystery, just kind of a magical, slightly spooky in some areas, adventure story. And it's actually this book was written in 3 parts that I combined into one larger book. So yes, copies of this, and this one is a hardcover, as is Thomas, so those are available on my website as well, signed. And also on my website we have more copies of Helga the Witch. So this is for those that don't know, a Halloween children's story poem, and this one is a little bit more of a simple read compared to Mildred the Mouse's Halloween Adventure. But so it's kind of just a line or a couple of lines of writing per page, but it is filled with watercolor illustrations. And yeah, so it's a fun little story, and it also offers a fun Halloween tradition for families to start if they like. So there's a little idea like that mixed into the story, which you'll find when you read it. So yes, that is Helga the Witch. And then finally, I have more copies of the Beatrix Percival illustrated edition book on my website. And as you can see, the cover is now a nice soft matte finish. So before it was a glossy cover, now it has a nice soft matte cover. So I think it looks more like a decorative coffee table book. So I really do like the matte cover finish. But the book is just filled with a bunch of different kind of imagery to illustrate the story. And so it is a fun read. It's the same story as the Halloween edition book, just in an illustrated form. So if you read the Halloween edition book and you enjoyed it and you'd like to see the adventure with some fun graphics, this is a fun book. I'm just trying not to open the book too much because this is a copy that I'm selling. I actually don't have the new version of this book as a copy for myself yet. I'm selling all the copies that have come in the mail, so, and there's just a few. Oh, yes, okay. Little spookies. So yes, that is the Beatrix Percival illustrated edition book. But yes, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will have all of these items and Etsy shops linked in the description below, so feel free to check those out.